Mole's family is still here, however. She has been tasked to protect them. After all, she is the bearer of the Omni-Switch.
Minute of Violence.
have a feeling some bad stuff is about to go down.
Scarf is an exciting single-player adventure game mixing puzzles and 3D platforming. Discover your true destiny as you explore beautifully crafted worlds, but you won't have to do it alone, as you can rely on the help of your trustworthy companion, a dragon-shaped scarf. As soon as you are born, you will meet this enchanted creature. Your task is to help the scarf get back home and reunite it with its mother. Follow the little souls who stole the keys to your scarf's home through 3 colorful and magical worlds. Although beautiful, these worlds have been altered by the souls in various ways, trying to hide the keys from the scarf. They set up daring challenges and overwhelming blockades to stop you from catching up with them and stealing back the tickets to your goal. During your adventure, you will have to solve all kinds of increasingly complex puzzles, overcome daunting obstacles, and discover gorgeous new places using interesting mechanics. Create a bond with the scarf and unlock new abilities that will allow you to master exceedingly difficult platforming challenges. Glide, hook, and slingshot your way through this fantastical world of wonders. Hidden within the levels lies the story of the world. It is up to you to find fragments of this story by searching for those secret places. What has actually happened between the souls and the scarf? Will you be able to find the links? Not all is as it seems.
Alex? 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 Hey, hello?
Is this Stone?
Hey, yeah, you got the bloke. Who's calling?
Your life, as you know it, ends now. You're never gonna see Alex again.
Wait, who is this? Fuck!
You must like what you see.
Snap out of it!
Sounds to me like she finally wants you to tie the knot.
Who's that?
What are you doing here? Oh god, this can't be happening.
あんたがいるからビーセントが混乱すんだよ。
Hello, fellow traveler. Did you lose the trail? Come, have a seat by the fire. This is no night to be wandering these woods alone. You see, this is a special night, one rarely seen. Let me tell you a story to make the hours pass. One not many know of, and even fewer believe to be real. It is said that when the moon leaves the sky, as darkness envelops the land and the stars awaken, you can hear the sounds of beings rarely seen. And if one lingers in the dark shadows waiting for sight to return, things that any other night would seem to be one thing appear to be another. It was during a night like this that a small, in the scope of the world, insignificant creature with no name was born.
The games are over, admin.
I told you! Your world's done!
What do you guys want to bet that's where the primary terminal is? The giant floating tower?
Oh, hello everybody. Oh no. Are my headphones messed up again? What is going on with this garbage? What is going on?
I have to speak up. I'm wearing a towel.
Well, I plugged them back in. Alright. There we go. I couldn't hear you, so it didn't matter. I rebooted my computer, so hopefully the whole audio messing up thing doesn't happen anymore. I will admit I didn't use my headphones today, so... I know, right? Alright, let me open the taco token. No. No, you don't get on my desk, Regulus. Anyway, hello to, Think Roy Coffee, Stains Blue, Cannon, Chelsea, Kitty Trouble Games, Austin. Welcome, all of you, to Sherlock Holmes versus Jack the Ripper. Pretty soon I'll be the one telling you this. Yeah, I know. Alright, I have to open the drawing today. Oh, I gotta log in. Raffles. Taco Tuesday. Open. Bam! It's open. Your mom's phone has been jank AF, and sending it to Motorola to be repaired didn't fix it. Well, that sucks. You know, my mom has a Motorola phone, too. And she has the alert sound so loud. She keeps dropping calls and saying no, sir. I hate when that happens. I mean, I say like it's a problem for me. My mom isn't deaf either. I think it's because she wants to hear it when somebody texts her from it and the phone is sitting across the room, because it's not like she keeps her phone on her person all the time. Because she does do texting, so she does texting. So I think that's the reason for that. If I were to guess. All right, let's fire this game up. I haven't tested it, so hopefully it works. Oh, okay, well that makes sense. I mean, doing it so you can hear it makes sense. I have mine on Do Not Disturb most of the time, actually. And just have specific people who can get through Do Not Disturb, because I don't want everything to be able to alert me. I guess I could just turn off notifications, but anyway. What are you doing? Bagel. You gonna go? You only do when you're asleep or out. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. I feel like I'm a little bit weird having my phone on pretty much permanent do not disturb, but you know, if my parents call or somebody who I have said is allowed to call calls, then it will ring my phone. Oh, I thought my phone was at 14%, but it's at 41. It's fine. Regulus the Ripper? I hope not. Would you be Regulus the Ripper? Regulus did not pick this game, by the way. We had a not tie, but I did the tiebreaker anyway, and Regulus did not pick this game. So alrighty. Let us I thought maybe there was like, I mean, I don't know. Good question. Is that true? Is that true? Did they? This is let's hit play. I want to see what happens. To be clear, I haven't set this game up at all. I didn't even start it, so it may not. Okay, it's working. Is it widescreen or? Okay, let's go with you can't see it yet. Whoa, I got more options. Holy cow. Apparently I don't have an option as far as like I can turn widescreen on or off. You can turn widescreen on or off. It feels stretched. Let me show you. Full screen. You should actually be able to see this. Oh no, any full screen application. There. I don't know. Maybe it's not, but it kind of looks minimum. What the heck? Why is this turned down? It's also not loud. Yeah, that seems good. Subtitles on, mouse sensitivity, invert camera, aim. Okay. I think that looks okay. It kind of looks, I don't know. I guess we'll see when we play it. I have to restart? Boo. Boo earns. Okay, well, I'm restarting because it said I had to restart. Is it the first one? Is this the first Sherlock Holmes games that Frogwares did? Let's find out. Frogwares. Nope, not Frosted. Frogwares. Sherlock. Sherlock Holmes. Stop it, Regulus. No. Apparently not. The first one was called The Mystery of the Mummy. This is like their fifth, I guess. This is their fifth game. The first one was called Mystery of the Mummy, then Case of the Silver Earring, then The Awakened. And The Awakened was apparently redone. And we played Crimes and Punishments, which was 2 games after this one. Alright. Let's go. Are you all ready for this? Let's do it. I'm ready to do it. New. Yes.
In the name of my health and yours, Holmes, stop smoking so much. There is more fog in our apartment than in the street.
You are right, Watson, but this evening is never ending, and I have nothing to do but make smoke rings. A more amusing pastime would suit better, but my doctor is against it.
Perhaps a little tune on the violin.
My heart is not in it tonight, Watson. Have you noticed how this cigarette burns? Would you not say it is like a life being consumed? How many lives will end tonight in London? How many crimes will be committed within the life of a single cigarette?
I don't usually start
the vanity of existence.
with the
It
intro.
is the complaints and smoke, the meager panache of its sickly soul.
The tobacco is giving you very somber thoughts. I am certain that this inactivity
Yeah, I guess it
will
is
not last.
gameplay.
Let's retire. You'll be in better humor tomorrow.
We're in like
Reason speaks.
the
Let's to
engine.
bed.
This is the same little area that was the first one was in. Oh, apparently that was an intro. Okay, we got more intro. Maybe I shouldn't have started the timer. Oh well. It's done. Didn't press anything. $18.88. $18.88. Uh-oh. I got a bad feeling about this. Whoa, they are really close
Come
together.
this way, my lovely. We'll have a right good time.
Oh.
Wait, let me help you.
Okay, I see why they're really close together now.
Oh, it's my hair that pleases you.
Regulus bit me. He's trying to. He may be not hard, but you know. Look at those pixels.
The news is as dark as the sky, Holmes. An inquest has been opened into the murder of a poor woman in the East End. The unfortunate girl was discovered last night, lying in the street, still warm. The murderer was filled with an incredible savagery. Oh, the article gave me shivers down my spine. The inspectors in charge of the case don't seem to have even the slightest lead. A similar murder took place less than a month ago.
Ah, love. A romantic walk, a kiss in the moonlight, a polite refusal, a terrible anger, and a hanging.
This area of Whitechapel is a disgrace to London. The government should take serious note of what is going on there.
Whitechapel? This woman was found in Whitechapel?
Yes, indeed. Bucks Row, to be specific.
Then it was not a question of romance, but of commerce. Unless these women actually take pleasure in the vice, the female nature is completely...
Holmes, do you hear yourself? A woman is dead under unspeakable circumstances. No less than any other, she was a human and one of Her Majesty's subjects. None of these streetwalkers of which you speak have any other way to survive but by selling their bodies. You know as well as I that our era is not a gentle one, and these women don't have much to look forward to. Some grace, if you would. Do not refuse them your compassion.
Do not say another word, my dear Watson. We shall leave immediately for Whitechapel.
To the scene of the crime?
No, I think it would be better to arrive there a bit later once night has fallen. At the moment, the spot will be overrun by police officers and spectators. It will be impossible to investigate properly.
Then where are we going, Holmes?
The best thing to do would be to head to the police station and attempt to get a copy of the preliminary reports.
But the article in the Star seemed quite complete to me.
You must know, Watson, that journalists often draw conclusions from the facts without a proper understanding of how to do this delicate task. We must obtain the reports from the inspector in charge, as well as those from the coroner.
Very well, Holmes, but all the same.
It seems to me that I have a map of London somewhere, Watson. Can you find it and locate Whitechapel while I get ready?
You are too kind, Holmes. Searching through your mess?
Yay, we get a search through a mess, and man, I don't know. Holmes does not look that great in this one, in my opinion. I don't remember how he looked in the other one, but he is not. Map. Oh, I don't have it. Oh, okay. You control Dr. Watson. Move the game. Just click on the destination you want to reach. Oh. Double click to make him run. Wait. I'm confused now.
A map of London. At last. Let's see. The district of Whitechapel.
At last. It barely took me any time at all.
I found the map, Holmes, and I was able to locate the Whitechapel police station.
Congratulations,
Is that
Watson.
a point sound?
Come, the game is afoot. You can read the article to me on the way. We have arrived, Watson, in Whitechapel.
Not very bright, and what cold! Typical London.
Come on, Watson. Let's find this police station.
You control Sherlock Holmes. Oh, it's... Ah, Watson, why do you have a thing hanging out of your mouth? What the heck, dude?
Then quickly, let's get to the police station.
Quickly! We might get robbed or something. I don't know. Hey, look, this thing. We did it.
Well, this station isn't very well kept, I say.
It's a local outpost, Watson. The daily tasks that confront these constables are not the easiest, and they are poorly paid.
Poorly paid, you say?
Gentlemen, welcome.
Hello, I would like to speak with the Chief Inspector, if you please.
Constable Humphreys here. I am the only one in at the moment. What do you want with the Chief?
My name is Sherlock Holmes. I am...
Sherlock Holmes? The detective that I read about in the papers? Well, that's a treat, that is. You come about the Buck Row case, have you? Indeed, we...
Not at all. We were just passing by chance. You say that there was a crime recently.
You don't know? You must be the only folk in London who haven't heard.
It won't be long until you find the culprit, no doubt.
Nothing is less certain.
Suspects 0. Clues 0. It's not good for us, especially not in this district.
Oh, there's a thing over here I can click.
Listen, this isn't what I came here for, but if I can be of service, in a confidential capacity, of course, if you can entrust me with a copy of the preliminary reports, I could study them and return later with my conclusions.
It's just that these are official documents. I can't take a decision like that without the inspectors.
The sooner we know the facts in the file, the sooner we can be of help, my friend.
Say, if you are Sherlock Holmes, you can find anything, isn't that true? With your magnifying glass, footprints?
My performance is often embellished by my biographer.
Oh, good. Good. I will give you the reports, but could you do me a small favour first? During my rounds, I dropped a leather folder containing some papers. Nothing of importance, but it's a big mistake. I would go looking for it myself, but I am stuck here on duty. I must have lost it near the seedy boarding house not far from here. Left when you leave the courtyard and left again in the lane. Perhaps you could go, ask around.
Okay.
We shall see what we can do. Are we going to go look for these documents?
Why not? It will give us an occasion to take a tour of the district, Watson.
Ba, 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 ba. We're walking around. Let's talk to person. Hey, you! Hey!
Pardon me, but can you give me some information?
We were not introduced, young man. Goodbye.
Okay. Hey!
Pardon me, but can you give me some information?
If it's to file a complaint, you should go to the station.
I have nothing to ask.
Wow.
Excuse me, my good man.
We don't much like people with your looks round here. Understood?
What are my looks? Well, I mean, I can't disagree with you. Hey, here's somebody. Hey, we can talk to him.
You wouldn't happen to have seen a leather folder on the ground around here, would you?
Good day, gentlemen. Finley, caretaker of this building. Here to serve. And yes, less than an hour ago. But some of the local urchins picked it up and God only knows where it might be now.
That's unfortunate. This police bag contained documents that the local police will miss.
You're inspectors?
Not at all. I am Dr. Watson, and this is Sherlock Holmes, the detective.
Sherlock Holmes, the great detective. You must be here about last night's murder. Have you discovered the identity of the poor woman?
Indeed, I'd only to read the papers.
Mine is dated from this morning, and it does not say who it is.
I'm not really engaged in this case, but if I can help the police, I will do so willingly.
Oh, to be sure. I've been told that Inspector Aberline is in charge. A very capable man.
Okay.
So, according to you, I have no chance of finding this folder then?
Indeed. But I, on the other hand, should be able to find it. Do me a favour in exchange. A vagrant comes almost every night to sleep in one of the nooks not far from my windows. He coughs, howls, sometimes even sings. He's quite hefty and I don't dare approach him. I've lost 3 tenants because of him. If it's you who speaks to the police, they will take this matter more seriously. Tell them about the captain. They'll know who you're talking about. In the meantime, I'll find your police bag.
Okay. Why am I here? Hey, you can do this from the
Let's
third
go to the
person.
police station.
Oh. Oh, you have like a point. You can do point and clicky stuff. Or you can do first person, not point and clicky stuff. Oh, that's interesting. I declare that interesting. I don't know how to get back to that though. How do I get back to that? I don't know. Now I can't use it. Now I can't use first person perspective. How do I save? Let's save. Save. Yes, I want to save. Well, okay, it's apparently C? C. The answer is C. You hit the C key.
Commercial Street.
Points
So,
indeed.
gentlemen, have you found my police bag?
Not quite yet. Do you know a vagrant who goes by the name of the Captain?
Captain? Yes, an old sailor, strong as a Turk and tattooed from head to toe. The drink has turned him into a derelict.
He appears to be causing some problems for the caretaker of the building at the end of the street.
What do you want us to do? Every night, stairwells, halls and porches become public dormitories, and people don't only come to sleep. I believe this man has a niece who puts him up sometimes. Her lodgings are in Commercial Street, right after the alley with the boarding house. You won't forget my folder, will you?
What? What do I need to do now?
Do you believe this woman will agree to have her uncle stay with her?
No idea. Oh well, let's go see her just the same.
Where was this? Where are we going? I guess we can just go there. No, wait, this isn't right. I don't know where we're going. He said a street and then I zoned out. No dialogues. Commercial Street, right after the alley with the boarding house. Oh. Wait, weren't you on Commercial Street? You were on Commercial Street. What are you talking about? Well, that's also Commercial Street. The heck, are they all Commercial Street? What's this?
There. This is where the niece of the captain must live.
Okay. I think the street we're on is Commercial Street. Oh wait, what? Oh, here. Okay.
Good day, miss. Would you happen to be the niece of the man known as the Captain?
Oh, yes, that would be me. What has he done this time? He isn't... Oh my god, I'm on my way.
Your uncle?
Miss, we have come to ask if you could have your uncle come live with you. He sleeps under the windows of a boarding house, causes the caretaker no end of problems.
I know. I've lodged him for a while, and he was the same here. My landlord made me kick him out. I'm ashamed, you know. I never should have, given the state of his health. He coughs day and night.
There might be a way to calm his cough. I am a doctor. I could examine him.
He went to see a doctor at the clinic, but the medicine costs too much. I can hardly pay my rent.
We will see to it. Where might your uncle be found?
I don't know. He must be in the vicinity, but I don't know exactly where.
We will find him.
Holmes, this is serious. Find an alcoholic in Whitechapel? A needle in a haystack would be easier.
Come, dear doctor, let's trust to our lucky star. Moreover, we also have our informers, remember?
Are you referring to those brats to whom you are always giving charity?
Exactly. My secret police. Some of them must surely roam in this area. It suffices to find them.
Oh, we're already turning to these guys, huh? Oh my god, when it does that, and then, oh man, this game is, I don't know.
Hello, young man. How are you?
I recognize him. It's the lad who sells newspapers, who is always calling outside our windows at Baker Street, early in the morning.
Hello, Mr. Holmes. It's a treat to see you again. What can I do?
Wiggins?
Would you happen to know an old sailor who goes by the name of the Captain? A poor man who hits the bottle a bit hard.
Of course, Mr. Holmes. He's there at the end of the street. Round to the left he is. But be careful. He can be a tough customer, that one.
Very good, my young man. The doctor will give you a little something. Watson?
Huh? I say, Holmes?
Is he always such a skinflint with you, Mr. Holmes? Well, thanks to you, Mr. Holmes. Anytime you need me.
So he's just down the street. Which street? This street or this street? Which, well, what's going on here? Who are you? Who are you? Which street? I'm gonna go with this street.
I have nothing to ask.
I can hear someone coughing more than is natural, Holmes.
Yes, Watson. The poor man cannot be too far away.
Uh-oh.
If, in order to listen to us, this man imposes as condition that we find his pet cockroach, there will be another murder in Whitechapel today, Watson. Yours.
Ah. He is in a critical state, Holmes. He has barely a month left.
Is there a way, dear doctor, to ensure that this last month passes in silence?
Really, Holmes, sometimes you... Oh, really? I will make note of some medicine to get immediately that will relieve his pain.
Very well. I will locate an apothecary or a clinic.
Oh, I have to find an apothecary or clinic? Is there one on the map? Dead end. Clinic. I found one.
This building is a clinic.
Good day, sir. Dr. Gibbons. You aren't from around these parts.
Indeed, Doctor. It is for someone from your neighborhood that I am here, though. His doctor asked that I acquire some medicine on his behalf. I have the note here.
Dr. Watson? Not from round here neither. This medication is quite dear. Certain documents are necessary to obtain them for free.
I don't have it. You'll have to accept my spare change. Will it be enough?
Enough to relieve your patient for a month. Would you like me to make this prescription available after that time?
According to Dr. Watson, that won't be necessary.
The possibility of a recovery?
A definitive one, yes.
There, sir.
Thank you. It's rather quiet here.
An unusual chain of events. The majority of the people hereabouts went out last night to see the great fire at the warehouse. The patients that I was minding and my staff were no exception. The former were dramatically healed, and the latter ended up sick. And with the murder last night, most of the people who weren't working wandered over to the scene of the crime. Their little aches and pains will wait until tonight or tomorrow.
A squalid murder, it would seem.
Just like what this area has become.
Okay.
My thanks, Doctor.
Not at all.
I'm kind of amazed so far at the quality of game change between this game and 2 games from now. I think I just got another point sound.
Find the medicine, Holmes. We must make haste.
I did!
Find the medicine, Holmes.
Did I forget to
We
get
must
the
make
medicine?
haste.
Was I supposed to pick it up?
Find the medicine, Holmes. We must...
Uh-oh. I think I messed up. Maybe I didn't pick it up. Maybe I needed to pick it up.
Yes? Can I help you?
Nope, guess not. I got the medicine. I got it. Oh, do I have to go to, now do I have to go to like a place to get the medicine? I'm confused. Oh, I have the medicine. Maybe I have to give it to him. I don't know.
Here
I
is the
had to do
medication,
that.
Watson. Is our man movable?
He should be able to stand in a few minutes and will no longer be suffering from his cough.
Hey,
before long.
Lars.
Consider the affair resolved. Accompany him to his niece's while I return to the boarding house, and then join me at the police station. Let's return to the boarding house.
He was like doing this. Join me at the boarding house. I don't know. Seemed weird. Oh man, what the heck? Where'd they all? They just disappeared. Wow. It's amazing. Where the heck are we?
Let's return to the boarding house.
Oh. I needed to go back to the boarding house. I thought Watson was going to the boarding house. Oh, that boarding house. Not the, not over here.
I have good news for you, Mr. Finley. We have sent the captain to stay with a relative, and he shouldn't bother you for a while.
I also have some good news. I have your police bag.
Thank you. I bid you good day.
Oh, it was nothing. Tell me, one of my wife's friends lost...
Another day, Finley. Another day. Let's go to the police station.
Whee!
So, what news do you have, Mr. Holmes?
Oh. Items.
Are you sure it's the police bag that you lost?
Yes, but someone attempted to force it open. They didn't succeed, but now the lock is stuck. Perhaps you could...
Let's see.
It's a puzzle. This reset, close. What do you think we're supposed to do here? Oh, I think I might know. I think I might know what we're supposed to do here. I think we're supposed to get 1, 2, 3. And I'm guessing it's supposed to be built up, but I guess I'm not 100% sure. The lock's not stuck. You just don't know how to solve the puzzle, dude. That's not my fault. That's your fault. I'm gonna reset it. Nope. Okay, so we want 5 where the 1 is. And we want 6 here. Okay, that gets us that, and now these are mixed up. Alright. I think we're doing this right. We messed it up again. What the heck? I'm resetting again. I don't even know if we're doing this right. Like, there's no clues on what to do. So I'm guessing we just want to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, but maybe not. Maybe we want them to add up to the right to things. Like, so 1, 2, and then 3 would be here. And then that doesn't work. That wouldn't actually work. I'm just gonna mess it all up. Maybe eventually get it. Like, this is the game right here. This is our life now. Dang it! Why am I so... Am I just bad, or is this actually difficult? Or both? Both is also possible. You suspect that maybe the game is bad. That is also possible, I suppose. I feel that would be sad. Dang it, man! What the heck? This puzzle doesn't really fit the game. Maybe we're supposed to put one at the top. Maybe one goes at the top. Let's try one at the top. Let's try that. Oh.
A big thank you, Mr. Holmes.
Okay.
Think nothing of it, my friend.
It's easy when you put one at the top.
So, the reports.
Why don't you wait till the inspectors get back? You would certainly learn more.
If I wanted to meet the inspectors, I would have done so. So, give me the preliminary reports, and above all, do not mention my visit to anyone. Is that clear?
Sure, if that's what you want. Here are the reports.
Thank you.
Can I read it? Her throat had been cut from left to right, two distinct cuts being on the left side, the windpipe gall and spinal cord being cut through a bruise, apparently of a thumb being on the right lower jaw, also one on the left cheek. The abdomen had been cut open from the center, bottom of the ribs, blah, 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 blah. Okay, does this mean anything? Like, do I need to know this?
Have you obtained the preliminary reports?
Yes, we'll read them on the go. Let's to the scene of the crime at Bucks Row, Watson.
To the scene of the crime! Wait, oh. We hit this button. Scene of the crime. Okay. Look. It's this.
But what are all these people doing here, Holmes?
Apparently, they came to see the scene of the crime.
What about us? Aren't we going to see it?
We will return this evening, Watson. The circumstances should be ideal for carrying out our little experiments. Well, Watson, we are at the scene of the Paul Nichols murder. Imagine the victim lying at the spot where she was found and try to discern all of the clues we can. Watson, you are a writer. I am therefore entrusting you with our deduction board. It will help us to establish certain facts.
Understood, Holmes.
Oh, jeez. What the heck, man? I can barely see.
Let's look at this poor woman more closely. There's a bruise on the left cheek. A small pool of blood, 6 inches in diameter.
Hey, it's a deduction board. Look at that. Wait, what are we doing? The hell? What? You can deduce the facts based on observations that you made. Click on the observation on the left side of the screen and position it in one of the spaces at the center. Box containing an arrow appear on the screen by clicking on an arrow. 3 possible deductions will display. You must choose one. Once all the facts on the right side of the screen have a green outline, your deductions work. The murder at hand will be over. Oh. Okay.
The throat was slit from left to right. There are 2 incisions. The tongue is swollen. There's a bruise on the left cheek.
I think that's it.
The throat was slit from left to right.
I think that's it. How do I get my deduction board? Deduction. Okay. Man, I do not like this. I do not like this. Hey, it's green. Look at that. It's green. We missed something. Oh. Wait, I'm confused now. Am I supposed to find something else? Is there something I missed? Because nothing else turns green.
No marks on the ground. The ground is muddy. No marks on the ground. The ground is muddy.
Another fact.
Let's look at this poor woman.
No, I want a deduction. I'm confused. I think there's more to look at. Oh, wait, there's more stuff. Am I just putting these in the wrong spot? No, I can't move them anymore. So confused.
No marks on the ground. The ground is muddy.
What are we doing, Holmes?
What are we doing? We're trying to solve a murder, you dingus.
The body was lying on its back, legs straight and slightly apart. The skirt had been lifted up to the middle of the body. The left hand was touching the barn door. The body was still warm. Let's reread the preliminary report for the details on the wounds inflicted upon this poor woman.
Well, that's relevant.
No signs of blood.
More hints.
No signs of blood. No signs of blood.
Why is it so dark here?
No marks on the ground. The ground is muddy.
All right. Let's try it again. We got more stuff. The murderer cut open. Nope. See, now it's red. See, it's red, so that means it's wrong, I guess. Okay. Oh. The wall was washed. Oh. Oh man. I like it. I'm not a fan of that. Like this is Frogware's garbage mechanics. They kept up with these. I mean, I guess we'll just follow this. No traces of blood on the walls. The victim had her throat slit. What does that tell us? The wall was washed. They didn't have their throat slit while standing. Alright. Does that seem reasonable? A little pool of blood. The murderer wanted to drain the victim of her blood. Damp and dirty and damp ground. Well, we don't have that. Do we not have all the clues? I think we do, though. I don't understand. Maybe we need one more. Like, what's up? Why is the top part like? Why is there? Let me click that. Is there more to investigate? Maybe there's more to look at. Oh! Oh, there's more to look at.
This spot is deserted, Holmes. The prostitutes only come here to exercise. This spot is deserted, Holmes. The prostitutes only come here to exercise.
Okay, so we're getting more clues. Okay.
I have no reason to go that way.
Okay, more clues. And when they're green, that means we've already seen them. Okay.
There is only one streetlight lit on this street, Watson, and this spot is particularly poorly lit.
Alright, I think that might be all of them. So basically we need to find all the clues and piece them together, and we probably can't go.
No reason to go
Yeah,
that way.
okay. Alright. I think that's it. So let's go back. Whoops, wrong button. The game didn't do a very good job of explaining, like, oh, I think we're missing one still, because these don't lead to a deduction. What would we be missing?
I have no reason to go that way.
Okay. I think this game just might be bad. Oh, wait. Wait, there's something.
Let's look at this poor woman more closely.
Oh, we've already done that.
A small pool of blood, 6 inches in diameter. The throat was slit from... The tongue is swollen. There's a bruise on the left cheek.
I'm just clicking now. Wait. I thought I saw something. I could have swore I saw the magnifying glass not be green. Maybe it just looks like that when I move in it. Like that. It kind of looks not green. I don't know.
There is a black bonnet near the left hand.
Is that the thing we missed? What the hell, dude? Oh my god. Okay. Alright. Sure, why not? Somehow we can deduce that the victim wasn't afraid. Okay, sure. Makes a whole lot of sense to me. No trace of blood on the wall. The victim had her throat slit. What does that lead us to believe? The victim didn't have her throat slit while standing. The wall was washed. Oh, the wall was probably washed. Thus the water, maybe? How are we supposed to deduce this? Like, what facts do we have to make these assumptions? Like, I don't understand. I mean, we can read the report here. But that does not tell us anything. This is just guesswork. What am I doing wrong? Alright, I'm gonna look this up just so that I'm familiar with how this game is expecting me to solve it. I'm gonna stop the timer real quick. Maybe I'm just not. Maybe I don't have all the clues. I think this is just, this feels shovelware-y to me. This feels like a really bad game. At the moment. What I'm doing wrong is being wrong. I mean, that's not wrong. The hell? What are, what are you telling me? And this is not very good. Just tell me what I'm supposed to put on this board. Somebody who doesn't know how to write hints, apparently. I'm getting frustrated. Does anybody have any clue on what I'm supposed to do here? Because I feel like I've tried every single combination. I'm trying to just figure out the first section. Okay, no.
You're bad and you should feel bad.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. I think we found something. Okay. Okay, so basically we haven't found all the clues. And that's kind of what I was going for. You can push the space bar to highlight things! What the heck?
Let's look at this poor woman more closely.
It won't with this, but... What do I need to discover in the close-up? Alright. Slash throats on the mouth is open. Tongue is swollen. There's a bruise. There's a bruise on the... What? No, there's not. Oh, we're supposed to click
There's a
that.
bruise at the level of the right maxilla. Well,
What the
Watson,
hell?
we have found all of the possible clues, I think. We will now attempt to recreate the scene of the murder.
I
Come
love how
closer,
the
Watson.
bruise
I have to
wasn't
make you
there until you put the
You are
magnifying
joking,
glass
Holmes?
over it. Okay.
I feel ridiculous, Holmes.
Now,
Okay.
Watson, come and stand here in front of me. You shall play the role of the poor woman, and I shall play that of the murderer. Let's try to reconstruct the facts to ensure the final result corresponds indisputably to the way that Polly Nichols was killed.
Oh no. Left hand.
This position is unlikely. No, there is no reason the murderer would be positioned like... This position isn't very comfortable either. Sorry, Watson. No, the victim wasn't already lying down on the ground before dying. Sorry, Watson. No, the victim was...
Well, that's all three positions that I've got. There are no more positions.
No, had the victim had her throat slit while standing, there would naturally be blood on the walls. This position is unlikely. No, there is no reason the murderer would be positioned like this.
What the hell, man? You
This
give me
position
three
isn't very
choices, and they're all wrong. Okay, makes sense to me.
This position isn't very comfortable. Yes, it's quite possible the events occurred like this.
Okay, it was the handedness of the thing. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, my goodness. Oh. Now what?
Yes, it's quite possible the events occurred like this.
Okay, cool. Now what? Oh, we got more stuff. Oh my god. I'm not actually Sherlock Holmes. I don't know if the game knows this, but I'm not actually Sherlock Holmes.
Yikes forever.
Okay, so we've got this one. What's the next one? Okay. Yeah, we got that one. And then that one. And then apparently that one. And then that one. Okay. Okay. How do we know the murderer didn't throw water on the ground? How exactly do we know that? There we go. We got them all. We did it, I guess. How do we get out of here? Oh, I clicked that. Okay. Now what? We solved the murder, right?
Yes, it's quite possible the events occurred like this.
Are we supposed to reenact the other part?
The murderer had enough room to inflict the wounds to the neck, and these wounds suggest the left hand was used.
Okay.
Nice.
We had to do both.
My dear Watson, now that we have found all of our clues, nothing remains but to subject them to our most likely hypotheses in order to deduce the facts.
Which we've already done, because we're a genius. Oh, except for this one. Oh, we got one more. Well, this is just, I mean, wouldn't say this is gushing, but like, isn't gagging, isn't gripping somebody tightly The same as hard pressure? Aren't those the same thing? Like, aren't those the same thing? Huh? Aren't they?
The victim was most probably dead before being laid down.
Okay.
Once the heart stopped, gravity drained the body slowly, not in a heavy spurt that would have stained half the street.
Thank you, Holmes. I understand why you told me not to change clothes. Do you realize that our behavior didn't alarm anyone?
The victim's ordeal was even more discreet. By acting in silence, we have confirmed something. The crime definitely took place here. The victim and her murderer were able to come here without making any noise, and afterwards the murder took place without the slightest cry being uttered. Come, Watson, let's go home. We have spent far too long in this sinister alley. And so, my dear Watson, the day and night which we passed in Whitechapel were enlightening, weren't they?
An adventure that I most certainly will never relate. To be in the skin of that poor woman. I prefer not to speak of it further. But have we really learned anything about the murderer? Obviously a man, given the necessary strength.
We have little to go on, at least no more than the police. But in my opinion, Inspector Aberline has a trick or two up his sleeve. No, I want to talk about the facts and what we can draw from them. We know where the crime was committed and under what conditions. I would like to ask you about the possible motives for the crime. According to you, Watson, what could have pushed the murderer to act in such a way?
Oh, no. Revenge? What is this? We can't move these.
Revenge, Holmes?
Revenge could be a possible motive, but with one small reservation. We have reason to believe that the victim considered her murderer to be a typical client.
Theft, perhaps?
I have a hard time believing that someone would attack poor Polly so fiercely just to rob her of a few coins.
Homicidal insanity, Holmes.
It is indubitable that the man who did this to Polly Nichols is not of his full senses.
Black magic?
I'm not terribly interested in the occult or black magic. Let's give the benefit of the doubt to this motive.
A personal drama?
Love can certainly lead to many a drama, but we have to consider the fact that the victim didn't know her attacker.
Homicidal in...
It is indubitable.
Okay, now what? confused. What are we supposed to do here? What the hell? This game doesn't make sense. What am I supposed to do now? Well, if he didn't know the victim, it couldn't have been revenge. I mean, I guess it couldn't have been revenge. It couldn't have been love. It could have been theft. I guess it could have been these three. Bam. Whoops. Can I not highlight madness and be done with it? It doesn't seem so. Oh my goodness.
Elementary.
Why?
Very well, Watson.
Why?
I think we've exhausted the topic. Take a rest and we'll speak again later.
Ah, it would seem that the investigation is advancing, Holmes. Yesterday's Star said that a suspect is in the hands of the police.
How many
a man
logics
with a
do we
rather
add
sinister
here?
reputation.
I was about to join you in your optimistic outlook until you informed me that the good news came from the press, Watson.
But surely they wouldn't invent the fact that the police are holding a suspect, or the acts that are attributed to him.
You will have an exact answer to these two questions in less than 50 seconds, Watson.
Pardon?
Enter, Inspector.
It's Lestrade.
Good day. Dear
Dang.
Watson, allow me to introduce
No, it's
Inspector
not.
Adeline, Inspector Dr. Watson.
Inspector?
To what do we owe the honor of your presence, Inspector?
I heard that the two of you made your way to Whitechapel a few days ago.
How's it
Your
revenge?
arrival, you are aware, coincides with
If
a
you didn't
very
know the
serious
victim.
affair which our police service is going to great lengths to solve and which is creating strong tensions in the area.
Pardon me, but haven't you arrested someone? A certain Leather Apron?
Absolutely not. The man who hides behind this name is indeed being actively searched for by the force. Besides, nothing at the moment suggests that he is the Bucks Row murderer.
There, you've been enlightened, Watson. Now it is our turn to answer Inspector Abeline's questions.
Indeed. I will be brief and precise. Do you intend to investigate this case, or have you already started?
It is to be of service to a friend that I went to Whitechapel. We did, out of
Maybe.
curiosity, familiarize ourselves with the preliminary reports, and we made our way to the scene of the crime. Our conclusions are slim, as are the clues. Having not been officially appointed by a client, I believe that my intervention in this business will end there.
Very well. To be frank, you take the weight off my shoulders by distancing yourself from the case. Our image isn't very good, to say nothing of what the press puts us through. Thus, if overnight they found out that you were on the case, people would turn against us.
And they would pester me, overwhelm me, and finally make me out to be responsible for the inevitable failure such a scenario entails. Neither you nor I wish for this to happen. I know that your time is precious, Inspector. I will send you a note regarding my conclusions shortly.
With pleasure. Gentlemen?
With
Do you think that he will find the murderer?
The chances are slim to non-existent. It is 7 days now, short of a confession from the murderer himself.
And you will not go further?
You heard the Inspector, Watson. My presence in Whitechapel would hinder, which doesn't mean that we will drop the case.
How is that?
The Inspector spoke of me, but not of us. It is you, Watson, who will lead the investigation tonight. It is you who will bring to the police station the little note that I will write regarding our conclusions. Despite the late hour, there is nothing to stop you from making inquiries about this famous leather apron while you are there.
You control Dr. Watson. Did I forget to start the timer? Oh, man. I'm a dingus. Oh, well, I'm going to stop the timer. And like, what, 20 minutes to it? I don't even know. 15 minutes? I mean, I was looking stuff up for a while. I don't get it. I don't get it. I feel like in this case I'm smarter than Sherlock, but I don't know. Alright, I'm gonna take a quick break, and then I'll be right back to calm myself down after that moon logic fast. Regulus isn't. Oh, he is in here. He's just on top of the chair. Okay. Why are my things being above it? There we go. The leather apron? Alright. I have some candy. To make me less annoying. Man, if this is like their 4th or 5th Sherlock Holmes game, oh man. How are the previous ones? Whoops. Alright. Alright. I am controlling Watson, and I'm gonna remember to start the timer. Police station.
Well, if I follow Holmes's instructions, then to begin my investigation into this leather apron, I must first head to the police station.
What do you know? This is the police station.
Good evening, sir. What do you... I know you. You were here last week with Sherlock Holmes.
Indeed. I have come to bring a message from Sherlock Holmes for Inspector Aberline.
Very well, I will pass it on. But come to think of it, someone was asking about you recently. Finley, the caretaker of some shady boarding house nearby. Does that mean anything to you?
Ah, perhaps. Actually, I read in the Star that you have arrested a suspect called Leather Apron.
You shouldn't believe what you read in that rag, sir. The man is being hunted, but we have yet to get our hands on him, and we aren't close to it either.
Why ever not?
Bah, he's a specialist in the streetwalker racket. These girls make pitiful witnesses, and we don't inspire confidence. Furthermore, the man seems to be pretty discreet lately. Someone must be helping to hide him.
Really?
How to get on his trail, then?
One of these girls would have to confide in us and give a valid description of the man. Then we'd ask around the journeymen, who use aprons, I imagine.
Well, goodbye. I must go to Finley's boarding house.
Well, that's just a thing. I thought it was like a something to eat. Why are these streetlights not working? What are you looking at, nerd?
Good evening, Finley.
Oh, good evening, sir. Aren't you the
Jenkins.
gentleman who was with the great detective the other time?
That is indeed me, Dr. Watson. Tell me, Finley, I was told that you were looking for us at the police station.
Indeed, I wanted to thank you for last time, you know. That vagrant has never set foot round mine again. I even found a tenant, one who pays his rent, I mean.
Wow, a tenant that pays rent.
You
Nice.
don't seem very happy. But you were lucky to have found a good tenant so quickly.
It's just that this man is very strange. He paid several days in advance and I gave him a key to the place. Since then, he goes out every night and returns at ungodly hours. I'm sure he goes to visit the ladies, but still, every night. And when he moved in, something must have broken in his case and stank up the stairs in his room for 2 days. I think it was a jar. It must be over there.
Tell me, have you heard talk of Leather Apron?
By the papers, that's all. This man seems very sinister.
Do you know any journeymen who use this type of apron?
The slaughterhouse butchers, I believe, but definitely the cobblers. I know one, old Isaac Solomonovich. His workshop is on a small street in the Jewish community, across from the hospital. He's a good man. He can help you. But you know, the
Hey,
people
Gregory.
there are very close and don't share much with non-Jews.
Thank you, Finley.
At your service, sir.
This odour is very strong indeed, but the whole neighbourhood as such has a dreadful stench. Finley might have an idea as to what this jar that contained.
What do you want, Doctor?
You're right, the pieces of the jar that your tenant broke do give off a strange smell.
It's true. That's quite normal given his trade.
Yes, and what would the trade be of your strange tenant?
A doctor like yourself, I believe. Dr. Tumblety, a foreigner. Canadian, perhaps.
Dr. Tumblety. It might be interesting to know more about him.
Goodbye.
Thank you, Finley.
At your service, sir.
What do I need to do now?
What do you want?
You're right. The pieces of the...
It's true.
Yes?
A doctor like yourself.
Dr. Tumblety. It might be interesting to know...
Okay, that's it.
Thank you, Finley.
At your service.
It might be interesting to know more about it. That's it.
Tell me, is it...
I'm on duty, sir.
I guess we'll go back to the police station. Well, maybe we can talk to the clinic. Maybe there's somebody... Okay.
Good evening, Doctor. My name is Dr. Watson. Pleased to meet you.
Good evening. I am Dr. Gibbons. Likewise. What can I do for you, my dear colleague? What can I do for you, my dear colleague?
Apparently nothing, because I can't have a conversation with you. Alright, well, I don't want to be here.
Oh, it's you. I'm coming. Dr. Watson, how are you?
Well, and yourself? And how's your uncle?
Well, he sleeps a lot, but he doesn't seem to be suffering. Your medicine has worked wonders. Thank you again.
It was the least I could do. I have come to see you about a certain leather apron. Have you heard of him?
Oh, yes, of course. Terrible things are said about that man.
Have you ever come across him?
Goodness gracious, no. But I know that he has threatened and taken many girls in my situation. I don't know what more I can say, but Bella would be able to tell you some.
Who is Bella?
Bella Pullman. She's the landlady of the place where I could take you there if you like.
Please do.
Okay.
It's me. It's Lucy. This gentleman would like to speak to Bella. It's the doctor who helped me. I must leave to return to my uncle. Thanks again.
Lots of fading and stuff.
Out of the way, I don't like the look of you.
I don't like the look of you. Jerk. You suck.
Can I get a refill, please?
If you'd be patient, Madam Bella will arrive in a moment.
Good evening. I am Dr. Watson. It is young Lucy who told me to come see you.
Ah, so you're the Good Samaritan who saved her uncle without asking for anything in return. And now you've come to see me, no doubt, to explain that the poor little thing doesn't belong here, and you will see to her future. Well, if you expect me to let her leave with you...
It's not that, Ma'am. You should know I am a married man.
And why should that matter?
I believe there has been a misunderstanding. The reason that Lucy sent me here is that you may be able to give me some information about Leather Apron.
Are you a doctor or a constable?
I am most certainly a doctor, but I am acting in this matter in a private capacity, and I would like to find this man.
Well, if you're able to rid us of him, I'll give you a week's worth of free passes. That man is a thorn in our sides. He spies on the girls in the streets and watches them inside the houses, spying through the windows. And as soon as they're finished with a client, he jumps on them without any warning and forces them to give him their money. I've never seen him, but one of my girls was attacked by this man, and she said that he wore a leather apron and carried a knife. And his face, oh, he has a horrible head, with rat's eyes and a deformed mouth. She even said that she knew his name, Pizer or Pizer, I think. But I don't know where she can be found. Margie, Nutcracker, the girl I'm talking about, could tell you more, but I had to let her go last week.
What? Why?
Why did you let Margie go?
The poor girl caught a shameful sickness, and the symptoms have attacked her face, if you know what I mean. So I gave her notice, and a little bit to help her along. I don't know where she is now, but she'll certainly be getting treatment at the clinic if she's still in the neighbourhood.
Did you speak to the police?
I was just there!
What would they do? Who cares about the girls in the streets?
Would you have received a visit from another doctor, a stranger by the name of Tumblety?
I'm just like you, Doctor, sworn to secrecy in my profession. But as I've taken a fancy to you, I can tell you that this name is not unknown to me. And if you do me a little favour, it is possible I might remember something about him.
What kind of favour must I do for you?
You see that man over there? He's a rich artist, a painter, a regular client round here. Well, yesterday, he came and left his cane in the umbrella stand in the hall before going into one of the rooms. Well, when he returned to this room, the cane had disappeared. It's a cane with a massive silver knob. Must be worth a fortune. He threatened to call the police unless he got free services in my establishment for a year. I'll be forced to accept, unwillingly, of course, given the services that he's demanding, unless the cane is found.
Did you question the residents regarding the theft?
They didn't see anything, and there's not one of them that would risk stealing from a client here.
Who was in the room when your weasel of a client was in the chambers?
There were a few that came and went, but Mary could tell you better than I can, because she was the one at the counter yesterday.
Thank you, Ma'am.
No problem, my angel.
Gotta find a cane.
What happened to this rug?
Oh, it's when we got a coal yesterday. I asked the young man to fill the pail. Came back to put it down, but his feet were covered in soot and he made a black print. Madam Bella said it was my fault and I got a shilling's penalty. I also have to clean the print and it's no picnic. He has immense feet, that boy.
The cane from Citizen Kane, yeah.
I heard that there was a theft yesterday. Did you see anything?
No, and I was here the whole time.
Who delivers the coal?
It's never the same person. I've never seen that lad before.
Do you always keep an eye on the coat stand?
Oh, yes. Well, when the coal delivery came, a client came out of the chambers and stopped me from seeing the boy who brought the bucket of coal. You don't think he would have taken advantage?
Until next time, miss.
With pleasure, sir.
Okay.
Yes, Dr. Watson?
Thank you, Ma'am.
No problem, my angel.
We're getting, like...
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, my dear man. I was led to believe that you're a doctor.
None of the residents of this establishment are among my patients, sir.
Oh, you're not here as a doctor, but as a man, then. I understand. This is my kind of place, too. It's in these houses in Whitechapel that you find the girls that are the most natural and definitely the most docile.
Your way of speaking about these women is not that of a gentleman, sir. I heard that you were the victim of a robbery here.
Oh, I'm not complaining. The loss of that walking stick will certainly bring me a very pleasant compensation.
What does your cane look like?
The stick is ebony, about 35 inches long. The round knob is made from chiseled silver with a ring around the middle of the same workmanship, just like the tip for that matter. If you find it, don't tell a soul. Keep it for yourself, got it?
Well, goodbye, sir.
Goodbye, or until next time. And good evening.
Okay. Whoa, what was that? I heard that. I think that was pretty good. How did I get in here? Oh, there we go. I guess I should go to the clinic. Because somebody's supposed to be there, right? Oh. Okay. Well, I guess we'll talk to the doctor first.
What can I do for you, my dear colleague?
I have come to see you about one of your patients. Margie goes by the nickname Nutcracker, who gets her prescription from the clinic. She's a lady of the night and is afflicted with a venereal disease.
I know who you're talking about. Indeed, Margie has syphilis and is being treated with mercury.
Do you have her address?
No. And for your information, she left London for good 3 days ago. She felt threatened.
Margie felt threatened? But by whom?
I believe that Margie was particularly scared of a terrifying man who attacked her once.
Did she say the name Pizer or Pyther?
Unfortunately, she didn't give a name, but she described a man with shifty, rat-like eyes and a mouth twisted in a sinister grimace.
Did Margie have any idea where this man who terrified her so much might be found?
No, but she told me that another girl who'd been attacked like her had told her that this man worked in a cobbler's run by an old Israeli. Also, she saw him again last week, the night of the big fire. She told of going to see the fire like most everyone else in the area. While there, she recognised her attacker in the crowds gathered at the warehouses. There was no mistaking a face like that, she said. She kept an eye on the man the whole time the firemen were working in order to avoid him.
Okay.
Goodbye, Dr. Gibbons.
Until we meet again, my dear colleague.
Why do you keep... What are you doing, dude? Are you okay? I don't think this guy's okay.
This interview with the doctor revealed an important fact. Leather Apron could not be the Bucks Row murderer. According to Margie, the villain passed most of the night of the crime at the fire. He could not have been at the scene of the murder at the moment it was committed. He is, nonetheless, a dangerous character.
He's doctoring. He's doctoring something for sure. What should I do now? Let's go back here.
The night is cool. What a horrible summer we have had. Does the name Tumblety mean anything to you?
Not at all. But if you like, I can make inquiries.
Fine, why not? One never knows. Well, goodbye.
I think that might be it. I think I might have gotten the information I needed.
I have no reason to go that way.
Or not. Or maybe I haven't.
You're in a rush, my pretty? Come, I'll have you done so quickly you'll only have time to pay.
Is that a good thing? Oh, I think I need to ask about the other person that may have been attacked.
Yes, Dr. Watson?
Nope,
Thank you,
maybe
ma'am.
not.
No problem, my angel.
If I try and go in here.
Best not to stray off in that direction.
Yes, sir.
Until next time, miss.
With pleasure, sir.
Who am I supposed to talk to?
Best not to stray off in that direction.
Best not to stray off in that direction. Eh?
You're in a rush, my pretty? Come, I'll have you done so quickly you'll only have time to pay.
That's literally exactly what that other lady said. Okay, she's not here. Maybe I just have to go there. Maybe it's because I haven't been there. Oh my gosh, when I scroll this, it scrolls the stupid chat too, and I hate it. And I don't know why it's doing that, but it is. So I'm having a hard time reading chat just because chat has been scrolled. Oh, I see. It's like, okay. Yeah, I don't have the cane, and I don't have, I know, but where are they? Like, they're not on this map, so I guess I need to find them or something. Did somebody tell me where they were?
What are you looking for? Tricks? Opium? A girl? Sailor?
I have nothing to ask.
Yeah, I know, but where is that? Like, where is it? Why is the jar suddenly lit up? What happened? Oh, I can't go that way. I seem to be stuck. Okay, never mind, I'm not stuck. Oh, it's because of the, apparently you can move through your inventory with the mouse wheel. That's good to know. Like, this is kind of a bad map. Like, it doesn't tell me where I am on it. It doesn't tell me a lot of things. Yeah, this is where the murder took place. I agree. Maps were better by then.
I have no reason to go that way.
I have no reason to go that way. I don't know where to go. I've talked to everybody. I've talked to every hotspot place. Here's a boot and shoe repair.
A cobbler shop.
Okay. Alright. I just happened to find a cobbler shop.
Closed.
Closed.
So I tied an onion to my belt, which was the style at the
I have
time.
no reason to go that way.
Nickels had pictures of bumblebees on them. Give me 5 bees for a quarter, you'd say.
Indeed. Why am I stuck? Okay.
Closed.
Wow, at what, however at night it's closed. What? No way. Hey, nice hat, dude.
Is it? What are you looking for? Tricks? Opium? Girl? Sailor?
Whitechapel Street.
Why am I stuck? Oh, I'm stuck on that. Okay. Is it on my map now? No, this place is not on my map. I don't even know where I am. Like, where am I on this map? I have no idea. Here's the clinic. Okay, it's near the clinic. You go clinic and then slightly over. Alright. That's where this one is.
I have no reason to go that way.
Invisible wall. Well, this is fun. Pointlessly walking around. I love it. Well, did you see that? Oh, well, now I know where I am. Wait.
No, it would be better not to insist.
Got a shilling, Gov.
A pub called the Wasp. Okay, I don't know what to do. I do not know what to do here. We could walk around for a million years. Or we could... Okay, well, we know where his shop is. Apparently, I had an idea. I don't recall having an idea. Did you hear me have an idea? Apparently I had an idea. I don't recall that idea. Okay, well, I apparently didn't have the... Because this is what it said I was gonna do.
I'm getting an idea. No. False alarm. No, yeah, no, yeah, no, wait, no,
Maybe I didn't talk to everybody.
No. Yes!
No. Wait, I have a new idea. That I didn't do yet.
What can I do for you, my dear colleague?
No.
Goodbye, Dr. Gibbons.
Until we meet again, my dear colleague.
I think Frogwares made some pretty bad games until they, I don't know, started trying. Oh wait, I'm already at the clinic.
Closed. Closed. Closed.
Am I in the wrong place? No? Okay, I don't know what's going on.
Closed.
He's not here. Well, I don't know if I screwed up or what.
No, it would be better not to insist. No, it would be better not to insist.
What the hell, man?
Tell me, is it...
If you're looking for a princess lover, you found her.
Well... We might be... I might have accidentally gotten soft locked. I don't know. Wait, you're not the same person.
No, it would be better not to insist.
You're a different person. You're not the same person from before. You have changed. Hey, it's a bridge. That's cool.
I have no reason to go that way.
Aww. But I wanted to. Okay, we're here now. Police station's there. Alright. Well, hey, at least I know where I am now. So according to what I'm reading, she's supposed to be in the window and we should be able to still talk to her. But as you can see, she is not.
Hi, everybody!
Hi, Dr. Nick!
Hello, Team Blue Sea. Welcome to We Might Be Soft Locked, the game. I think we might be soft locked. I think I may have done things in the wrong order and screwed things up. But I'm not sure. We're soft locked with the game. Table of contents. Wow. You know, I kind of hate what the internet has become. You know that? Just all these freaking ads. Like, it's ridiculous. Glass shards. Ask her about it. She doesn't know anything. Go to the brothel. Open the door. She'll leave you and go to the bottom of the screen. Then to the door on the right. Okay. Alright. We got all that. Get a description of this cane. Go to the clinic. What? Okay. Alright. This is much better. Okay. Apparently we're supposed to see something in the clinic. Apparently there are these stains here.
A large black footprint.
Yeah, I was gonna notice that. Uh-huh.
What can I do for you, my dear colleague?
Pardon me, Doctor, but who made the large black footprints there near the beds?
The brother of one of my patients. The poor thing had a leg amputated after colliding with a carriage. We arranged to find her a prosthesis.
Prostheses are very expensive. How did this man pay?
He told me that one of his uncles gave him a walking stick with a chiselled silver knob. I agreed to accept this knob in exchange for a simple prosthesis with harness. But this object is of great value, and I could finance half a dozen other prostheses by selling it on Petticoat Lane.
Doctor, I have reason to believe that the silver knob that you possess is from a cane that was stolen by the man who brought it to you, and I believe I know to whom it belongs.
That's what I was worried about. The story of the uncle seemed a little strange. Nevertheless, you must have proof of what you claim. I will show you all of the knobs that we have here. If you find the knob that the young man gave me, I will believe you.
Okay.
So be it, but something is bothering me. I will need a complete cane, not just a knob.
Don't worry, dear chap, build one. I can loan you some tools. Make use of the odds and ends in my cupboard. It'll help get rid of it.
Well, I shall try. I will have to remember the description that Sickert gave. Goodbye, Dr. Gibbons.
Until we meet again, my dear colleague.
Okay, let's save. Really? Nice. Resume.
What can I do for you?
Goodbye, Dr. Gibbons.
How do
Until we
I
meet again, my dear colleague.
wait? How do I get him to show me the cane? Oh. Well, I guess we can see what he's had to say. Where's the guy at the guy? It was made of ebony, about 35 inches long. The round knob was made from chiseled silver with a ring around the middle of the same workmanship, just like the tip for that matter. So it had a round knob made from chiseled with a ring around the middle of the same workmanship, just like the tip for that matter. So the tip had silver, the middle had a ring around the middle of the same workmanship, and there was a round knob. All right. So, oh, do we have to pick all of the things? I go with that, this, and this. And then ebony. Which one's ebony? Which one's ebony? What does ebony look like? Oh, 35 inches. Wait, didn't he say 35 inches? Doesn't seem very long, does it? Not very long. Oh, are we supposed to convert inches to centimeters? The hell, man? Why? Like, that doesn't even make sense. What? Did they even have centimeters back then? I don't even know if I'm right about this. I mean, there are none that fit. 35 would be like here, but clearly that's not right. None of these are long enough. Am I wrong about that? I forgot to start the timer again. What did he say? It was black? So it's this one? This game is jankified.
There, all done. Holmes couldn't have done better himself.
What can I do for you, my dear colleague?
I believe I found the knob from the stolen cane, which I succeeded in putting back together.
That's the one. And yet I cannot give it to you, Doctor. I will only return it to the police, and only if there is an official complaint against me.
Would there be a way to convince you to give me the cane?
Find me a dozen solid adjustable harnesses for wooden leg prostheses, and it's yours, Doctor.
Goodbye, Dr. Gibbons.
Until we meet again, my dear colleague.
Okay, well that's not gonna happen, clearly. Maybe now we need to go back to that thing. Maybe now it'll trigger.
There's nobody here. How very odd.
What? It's open now? Okay. I didn't expect that. That's so weird. The one thing I was looking at was just... Was it just lying? Or what?
I say, these things look like harnesses. Oh my, they are noisy. Good evening, sir. Pardon the interruption. The door was open. I didn't think that I would find anyone working at this hour.
Good evening, sir. I didn't hear you come in.
Say, those things that made noise, they are really harnesses, aren't they?
Yes, horse harnesses. But I must tell you, sir, that the store is normally closed at this hour. That is why I've asked you to return tomorrow.
I didn't come about my shoes. I came to speak of a cobbler, perhaps one of your former employees? A man with very particular habits.
You aren't with the police by any chance? I'm sorry, but I do not want to speak of anything but shoes with you.
I am not a policeman. I am Dr. Watson. It's Mr. Finley, who told me that you might be in a position to inform me.
Ah, that Mr. Finley is a very brave man. And if he sent you, then you must certainly be a worthy man also. So, Doctor, who is this cobbler with strange habits?
The man of whom I speak is called Pizer or Pyther, a man with a frightening face. Do you know him?
Yes, John Pizer. He worked here for a while, but he is no longer here.
Oh, yeah? The metric system was first used by the French in 1799. Okay.
Do you know where I can find him?
No. And if you look, you will not find him.
Why?
Because he is in hiding, Doctor. You see, a week ago, a horrible murder took place in the neighborhood. A rumor circulated that he might have been responsible for this crime. They say he has quarreled with women of certain virtue in the past, if you understand me.
Isaac, it is about the Bucks Row case that I have come to see you. I have the certitude and an incontestable witness that Pizer is innocent, at least of this crime, although he has attacked a number of street women. If he doesn't come forward to explain himself to the authorities, he is condemned to hiding and to take the fall for this murder. Furthermore, it will cast suspicions on your community because they must be hiding him. And while the whole police force is hunting for him, they cannot concentrate on the real assassin who roams the streets and, one never knows, may take any one of you any day.
If what you say is true, your visit is a godsend to our community, Doctor. I tell you something. I know Sergeant Thick, an honest policeman who lives in the area. I'll tell John's family that he must go there to explain himself. But if you could please go as soon as possible to the police to give them this report that you say is incontestable.
I will go as soon as I take leave of you.
Thank you.
Okay.
If I can ever be of service in any way, do not hesitate to ask.
Could we transform your horse harnesses into harnesses for wooden legs? Adjustable harnesses?
A good craftsman can do anything, Doctor. And I do believe that's what I am. Come back in a while and it will be done. That will be my thanks for what you have done.
I shall return later.
At your convenience, sir.
I am spent. I would like to return home, but I promised to go to the police as soon as I could. Now then, let's go to the police station.
Okay. Meanwhile...
Yes.
Cat meat.
Hey, Doctor, you seem tired. Were you wandering the darker parts of Whitechapel?
I have a
all
feeling
night?
some bad stuff is about to go down.
I have some information on Leather Apron, the man of whom we spoke earlier.
Do you know where he is?
No, but I can clear him of the Bucks Row crime. A witness proved him totally innocent.
Oh, Watson, Watson, is it only now, after many hours of walking, that you decide to pass on the important message that Inspector Aberline is waiting for?
But, no. But what are you doing here, Holmes?
I was worried, Watson, and with good reason it would appear. Go give the message to this policeman and let's go home. Nobody appreciates me hanging around here, you know, and it's freezing cold.
Ah, Creddle, none too soon. You will take the testimony of this...
No, you continue with your duty shift. I must find Chandler in Ambury Street. He struck again.
Who?
The murderer, the Bucks Row assassin.
Hanbury Street. Let's go, Watson. We have no time to lose.
But I want to go home. I'm spent. I'm spent. I'm a spent Watson.
Let's go, Watson. We have no time to lose.
I'm so tired. I'm a cobbler. And went into a brothel.
You can go in, Mr. Holmes. She's there. We didn't touch a thing.
How convenient. You did touch a thing. You did. You totally touched a thing.
It was very good of PC Chandler to let us pass. He said no one has touched the corpse. It's the perfect opportunity for us to put our skills to the test. Watson, let's not waste it.
But will said skills pay the bills?
So, Doctor, shall we examine our victim?
Ah, I'm tired, Holmes. I'm not sure if I am in a state to do this work.
Come, Watson, there's little time. Show me what you're made of.
Oh, my God.
Pray, Watson, pull yourself together. Can you establish the time of the crime?
The extremities of the corpse are cold and rigor mortis is beginning to set in. I would say that the murder was committed over 2 hours ago, before 4:30 a.m.
Oh, yeah? Cool.
Two combs, curiously arranged. A piece of coarse muslin.
We don't have any... Why is it bringing that up? I don't want that. Stop it. London. Okay. It's like a scrap of an envelope.
A torn envelope. It smells of rubbing alcohol. It contains 3 pills. I will take one. 2 should suffice for the police. Looky here. It would seem he has a mark on his left hand.
Oh, I gotta use that.
The victim must have worn a large ring or several little ones, and someone pulled them off forcefully. This detail will be very valuable, Watson. You can be sure of that.
Anything about the fingernails? No.
The victim must have worn a large...
Yeah. Figured that out already.
Let's look at this poor woman more closely.
Saying bruising.
A bruise. The victim's face appears to have bruising, wouldn't you say?
Under the maxilla and cheek. There is less on the right side.
The tongue is swollen.
Oh, neck.
Look at her neck. What can you tell me?
There are 2 incisions.
Look at her neck. What can you tell?
There are...
I know there's 2 incisions. I'm looking for anything else. There doesn't seem to be anything else.
Now, let's look at the stomach, or at least what remains of it.
It's dreadful, Holmes. Who could do that to someone?
That's what you're here for, Watson. Tell me what this man has done.
The stomach has been entirely opened and... Oh, my God! A number of organs have been removed.
So, you're telling me that the organs were removed, Watson? They weren't ripped out?
Not at all, Holmes. On the contrary, this is clearly the work of an expert. I couldn't have done any better myself. And the uterus is missing.
The blood is a dozen inches or so from the ground. Bloodstains on the wall. There are no trails on the ground. There's no sign of a struggle. My dear Watson, now that we have found all of our clues, nothing remains but to subject them to our most likely hypotheses in order to deduce the facts.
The facts! The facts. Let's deduce. Let's do some deducing. Oh man, that's a lot of deducing. I don't like all this deducing. Alright. Neither footstep nor streak of blood on the ground. Neither footstep nor streaks of blood on the ground. Okay, that seems the murder carried the victim. But the victim wasn't dragged would also be a very similar conclusion. The blood on the fence is a dozen inches off the ground. Some blood spurted on the wall near the stairs. A dozen inches off the ground. Hey, look, we got something right. What do you know? Wow, I'm a genius. Maybe I'm a genius after all. The victim has bruises under the right jaw and beneath the left cheek. The murderer slit the throat with his left hand. I don't know. Okay, there we go. I think the tongue is bloated. Okay. An envelope is near the victim's head. No. Just holding the envelope in her hand. Alright. Hey, we're doing pretty good. Alright, we're making some progress here. Body is cold at the extremities. Okay. I don't know what time it is. Like, I don't know what time it is. So it's like 6:30 in the morning. Man, no wonder Watson's tired. How is this one and this one different? Took off her rings, stole rings. Oh no, she took off the rings versus the murderer stole them. Okay, never mind. Those are different. On the right to left going around the neck. There's a incision on the neck. The wound around the neck is jerky and not at all in one place. Organs are missing. The uterus was removed by the hands of an expert. A weapon of great size? How do we get that? I don't know. Okay. No, we did it.
Coming from the street, Watson. The authorities are arriving. It's time for us to go.
Holmes has been locked away in his room for days, always saying the same things. I'm thinking, Watson. Very good, Watson. As you wish, Watson. But I am thinking too, so much so that I can't sleep. Annie Chapman. Good Lord.
Good Lord. Am I Watson now?
Holmes examined the broken jar that belonged to Finley's tenant. I wonder what this substance is. I don't recognize the odor.
Formalin, Watson. This jar contained formalin. Interesting, don't you think? I've been waiting for something for days. Just the tiniest bit of news that would make sense of this whole matter. But there's nothing, neither from the press nor the police. Unless Inspector Aberline is holding on to some information without realizing its importance, which is quite possible. It is time for you to return to the police station in Whitechapel, Watson. And didn't you tell me that you had a matter to take care of it? Take advantage of it to learn more about this pill and its contents.
Ah, but Holmes, it's late, and spending another night in this district is hardly my idea of entertainment.
I know, Doctor, but we don't have any choice. Time is against us. Take your pistol in case you run into any troublesome characters.
Fine, as you wish, Holmes.
Alright, I guess I'm heading back. Let's go here first. I love how they won't let me move until the thing fades.
Good evening, Mr. Solomonovich.
Good evening, Doctor. What a pleasure to see you again.
Have you finished converting the harnesses?
Yes, just now. I got a little behind because of all the commotion.
Commotion?
Don't you start. 3 days ago, the very afternoon that you passed by, there was a chase throughout the neighborhood. Hundreds of people were chasing one man, claiming he was responsible for the murders these last few days. Schmonz! It was awful. I hope those maniacs didn't catch him. Better the police should.
Okay.
Tell me, did John Pizer turn himself in to the police?
Things unfolded as they should. Look in the newspaper, the Daily News from today.
Farewell, Isaac.
Goodbye, Doctor.
Okay. He got released. Okay. Okay. Well, there you go. Well, now I can get the cane back.
Good evening, Dr. Gibb.
Doctor what?
Did you keep the cane we spoke of last time?
I was going to sell it tomorrow, would you believe, having not heard word.
Do you have any formalin here?
No, definitely not. They have it in university hospitals to conserve anatomical specimens in jars. But in a little clinic like mine, we don't keep anything but bad memories.
Well, farewell, Doctor.
Goodbye, Dr. Watson.
Later,
I must retrieve Sickert's cane at all costs.
Yeah, I got this.
Yes, Doctor?
Here are your harnesses, Doctor.
They are top quality, I'd say. Definitely worth the price of this walking stick. Here, it's yours.
Well, farewell, Doctor.
Goodbye, Dr. Watson.
I don't know why I'm doing
go to
this.
Miss Bella's.
Don't know why I'm doing this, but I am. So it was stolen. Part of me thought that, hey, the guy's not there. Part of me thought.
Good evening, ma'am. Your door was open. Isn't that a little dangerous?
Hello, Doctor. Don't worry, if the looks of anyone who enters doesn't please me, me and my pistol know how to convince them to leave.
Do you happen to know Annie Chapman, the poor woman who was killed 3 days ago?
Dark Annie? Like all the drifters in the area, I've seen her once or twice. With respect to the dead, Annie really was the bottom of the barrel.
What do you mean?
Well, in our profession, the pretty young ones go out when night has barely fallen and don't have a problem finding takers. But poor girls like Annie or Polly Nichols, who aren't as tender and are often sick, sometimes trudge around for a whole night in the cold and the rain before landing a client. And that doesn't help their appearances either. They don't have much choice about paying for a bed for a few hours, a glass of gin or a hot meal.
How terribly sad.
That's the price of survival in Whitechapel, my angel. One of my girls knew Annie for some time. They bought some jewellery on the black market, I think.
Jewellery? How could Annie Chapman have possibly afforded jewellery?
Luxuries for a woman are always relative to her condition, Doctor. As a matter of fact, it was real cheap junk. Annie got 3 assorted brass rings, I think. It's been said I have a memory for jewellery.
How is Lucy keeping?
She's doing well, Doctor. But believe me, it won't last. Rare are the girls who can build a future in our profession.
I think it started out kind of not great, but when you learn how to play it, it becomes a little more tolerable.
Very well, I shall let you get back to work, Ma.
See you soon, my love.
How come that didn't work? Or did I just miss it? Oh, we got your thing. We got your cane.
You're still there, Doctor?
I found the cane that was stolen from your client.
It didn't work.
Here it is.
Boom.
Doctor, you are a real saint, I can see that. I'll finally be able to present my bill to this damned painter. If by chance you see him, tell him that a little surprise awaits him here.
You told me you would give me some information on this Dr. Tumblety.
Agreed. He's a Canadian or an American. He parades from time to time through the neighbourhood in a 50-guinea suit and acts like a doctor. But for business, he isn't worth it. This damn Yankee hates women. The few times that he was approached by the girls, he spit on them, all the while hurling insults. It would seem that he was hunting for the bad boys. He's looking for trouble, that animal.
Does he frequent any pub in particular?
Aye, the Wasp's Nest on Burn Street, I
I
think.
didn't know that
A
pub.
seedy spot even by our standards.
Very well, I shall let you get back to work, Ma.
See you soon, my love.
Have I slept? I think I did sleep, though, to be fair. I think I did get some sleep. Which is good. Sleep is good, right? Oh, it's right there. Should we talk to the... Do we need to talk to the police? Can't remember. You been having trouble sleeping? That sucks.
Good evening.
Oh, I guess
hope
so.
I'm not disturbing you. Not at all, Doctor. This man, Mr. Richardson, is a witness to the horrid affair at 29 Hanbury Street, the murder of Annie Chapman. We are discussing the relevance of his testimony.
I don't think Regulus has any problem sleeping.
You're probably not in a position to discuss it with me, but I would like to know more about what you call the relevance of this young man's testimony.
Oh, there's no secrecy. It's simply that the testimony given by Mr. Richardson doesn't match the time of death given by the coroner, Dr. Phillips.
What was the time of death, according to him?
Before 4:30 in the morning.
My conclusions were the same. Were there any other conflicting testimonies?
Well, 2 other witnesses summoned at the preliminary inquest gave testimony, but in these cases too, the times don't match.
Do you remember what it was they said?
I didn't question them myself. A colleague of mine took down their statements on paper, but on deciding they were of little use, he tore them up and threw them in the bin. There's no point in being bogged down with useless paperwork.
I will take my leave, Humphreys.
Goodbye, Doctor.
That's dumb.
May I introduce myself? I'm Dr. Watson. I am...
You wouldn't be the chap what writes the detective stories in that there paper?
Well, yes, indeed, my stories have been published in the Strand.
Go blimey, wanna tell me old mum?
It would seem your testimony is the subject of some debate. Could you tell me what it was about?
They'll be telling I'm a bit befuddled about the times that I told them. But it can't be so. I knows what I sees and what I don't sees that morning.
What did you see, or what didn't you see? And at what time, would you say?
I'll tell you this for nothing. It's me old mum who lives at the house where the body was found out back in the garden. She has her shop at the bottom to the right of the stairs. Her door was broken down not too far back because it's a real zoo it is. Right, the morning it happened, I head that way to see if me old mum has finally had the place broken into. It was 4:45 when I got there. That I'll swear on me dear old mum's life. I had a look round to see if the cellar had been taken. No. I had a little sit down on the stairs by the courtyard because me shoes were causing me no end of pain and I had a cut and all. I didn't seize a single thing below the steps, Doctor, not one single thing. If there was some bird all covered in blood, tain't no how I could have missed that, even if it were night time. Right, 5 minutes after getting to number 29, I had to clip off. And now they tells me that either I can't tell time no more, or I was fixing me loafer next to a stiff that was still steaming. All right then, evening gents.
Okay.
Yes, Doctor? So, how far along are the investigations into these 2 recent murders?
Everyone around here believes both crimes were committed by the same man. But as for the Hanbury Street and Bucks Row crimes, nobody has heard or seen a thing.
By the way, have you heard of a Dr. Tumblety?
No. Is it important?
Yes. Well, no, maybe. Actually, I don't know. I have heard about this man, his frequent nocturnal outings and bizarre behaviour.
What does this chap look like, Doctor? And where can we find him?
The last I heard was that he was staying at Finley's place, the man who was looking for me a few days ago.
It would greatly assist us if you could ask Finley what your strange associate looks like. We could then see if the description matches any witness accounts.
I will take my leave, Humphreys.
Goodbye, Doctor.
Okay, I guess I'll do your job for you, sure.
There is a strong smell of gas. It seems to be coming from the abandoned building. Good evening, Finley. How are you?
Oh, good evening, Doctor. So. And you?
It smells of gas here.
Ah, you might say, Doctor. Without wanting to speak ill of the force, I have to wonder if the police are up to something.
What do you mean?
Well, I was outside yesterday evening when the light went out at my place, and a gas smell came from the abandoned building across from my place. And a minute later, the police arrived and was snooping all around like it was them who hid the gas before arriving.
Have things sorted themselves out with your strange tenant?
Don't talk about it, Doctor. That man is truly bizarre. He goes to the most sordid locations once night falls. 3 days ago, my wife told me she saw him come in with blood-stained clothes and a fearsome look.
Interesting. What does he look like, and how old is he?
Oh, he's my age, give or take, so the other side of 50. He's always dressed in a striking manner, with an American hat. He's big, close to 5'11", I'd say. He has a strange voice, not just his accent, see, his voice.
Okay.
Very well. Goodbye for now, Finley.
Goodbye, Doctor.
Now then, let's go to the police station.
Oh good, we get to go back to the police station. Whoa. Man, oh man. We're having some fun today.
Yes, Doctor.
Tumblety is a man around 5'11", about 55 years old, extravagantly dressed and with a rather distinctive voice. He boards at Finley's. You should know where that is, as the police were there only yesterday. Their arrival coincided with a strange gas leak.
Ah, yes, I know where you mean. Indeed, there was an odd affair with the gas. It was rather unsettling. We were searching for a well-known scoundrel who was ratted out by Squibby, the chap we followed and saved from the pack a few days ago. This thug, No Pity Bluto, must have been in the abandoned building in question. But there was no sign of him when we arrived. Furthermore, an inspector said that, given the smell, the thingamabob that supplies gas to the building was probably damaged. So we took no risks and were called away somewhere else.
I don't know.
I will take my leave, Humphreys.
Goodbye, Doctor.
Alright, now we need to go to the pub. I think we'll save that for Thursday, because we gotta do our taco token drawing. The pub's on the map, so let's go to it, I guess. So here's the pub. If you haven't entered the taco token drawing, do it. I'm gonna stop the timer. I think I need to add like 15 minutes onto it, because I think I forgot to start the timer. Let's save. I seriously thought we were soft locked back then, because I was using the universal hint system guy that gave you like progressive clues, and it told me to do something completely differently than what I did it. So I'm confused why it would have done that. It makes me wonder if this is like a remake or something. I don't know. Anyway, we're gonna do the taco token drawing. Exclamation point, I love tacos, all one word in the chat, and you'll be entered to win a taco token, which can be used to exchange for 5,000 tacos. It can be used to add 3 bonus votes to a game in the voting queue, or it can be 12 of them. It's 12, right? 12 can be exchanged for an incentive pick. I think it's 12. Anyway, let's do the raffle. The winner is Chelsea. Congratulations, Chelsea, for winning a taco token. Alrighty. Well, now let's raid somebody. Oh. Oh, I'm tired. I need to go to sleep. Wait, what am I doing? I don't raid somebody on my website. I raid somebody on Twitch. Let's raid, well, let's, the heck. Alright, let's raid, Robot Spacer, who's playing Deja Vu, a nightmare. He's playing the Mac version. The Mac version. He's finally finished his other game. He's playing the black and white 2-bit. 2-bit? Would it be two? It's like more like 1-bit because it's 1-bit. That's who we're gonna raid. I will be back on Thursday at 8 o'clock in the PM for more Sherlock Holmes vs. Jack the Ripper. A game that started, I would say, bad. They didn't give you enough information on how to actually play the game, which I think was an issue. Plus, they want to make you're making some pretty significant assumptions on things. Like, kind of moon logic-y in a lot of ways. But anyway, yeah, I'll be back on Thursday, and we're gonna finish. No, well, we probably won't finish. We're gonna continue the game. You can only go uphill from here. Yeah, exactly. Maybe the action will like get better. You know. Well, hopefully there won't be too much actual action, but the mystery will pick up, I suppose. Anyway, thank you all for being here. I really appreciate it. Have a great night, everybody, and I'll see you all next time.